some coleslaw to go with that pulled pork. It's really simple. I just have cabbage, some carrot ribbons, and a little bit of sliced red onion in there. I know onion isn't typical in coleslaw, but it's what I like to put in my coleslaw. I also have agave nectar in here instead of sugar. Got some mayo, a little bit of white vinegar. You could totally use red wine or apple cider vinegar if you have it. I personally prefer apple cider vinegar with coleslaw, especially if this coleslaw that I'm making is going to go with pork. I'm just gonna add a little bit of fresh cracked black pepper. You really don't need a lot. And I add a tad bit of garlic. I know garlic is also not so typical in coleslaw, but this is how I like mine. And I have some pink salt here, so I'm just gonna get a little bit of some pink salt. So the salt is gonna help break down the cabbage and make it soupy. And when you see it, it's not gonna be too wet with this dressing. It's not that much. But over time, it's going to break down and get juicier. So when you make coleslaw, it's always best to make it at least an hour before you're gonna serve it so that it can set and the flavors can meld. But if you don't have a full hour to wait, I still wouldn't overdress it, because unless you're planning to eat all of it at once, because it just gets more, it makes more dressing over time. So this to me is pretty well dressed and really doesn't need anything else, and smells delicious. I love that vinegary smell. So in about an hour or two, I will check on it and see how the flavor is at that point and see if I need to add anything. So this is a coleslaw that I made earlier. It's been about 3 hours and it's been sitting in the fridge covered up. And as you can see, it has wilted down and created more of that lovely sauce. You don't need a lot. You only need a little bit of the dressing because, like I said, it will wilt and create more. And these are going to go fabulously with pulled pork sandwiches. And let me do a little taste test here just to see what the flavor is like. Yes, salty, sweet flavor, creaminess, and a little bit of zing from that vinegar. Love it. So this is gonna go on some pulled pork and it's gonna be amazing. And I mean, you can use it for whatever you want to, but that's what I'm about to do. So I'll see you guys later.